Apples. Text and pictures by Ken Robbins. An apple is a wonderful thing, a perfect handful of portable food wrapped in a package of its very own skin. Apples, of course, are a kind of fruit. They are round and shiny, delicious and sweet, crisp to the bite, and they grow on trees. People have been growing them for thousands of years. Apples can be red or yellow, or they can be green. Sometimes they can be all three. You can grow apple trees from apple seeds, but you never know what kind of apples will grow. That's why in most orchids, the apple trees aren't ever grown from seeds. Instead, a branch from a tree that makes a particular kind of apple is joined or grafted onto the trunk of the small tree that already has roots. The two grow together when they're planted in the ground, and the result is the tree that produces the same kind of apple year after year. In 10 years, the planted tree is big enough and ready to grow fruit. The growing season starts with pruning the trees, cutting away dead branches. In the spring, the trees in the apple orchid burst into bloom. Some have pink flowers, some have white. Soon, the orchidist sets out hives of bees in the orchids. Some keep bees themselves. Others pay a beekeeper to bring them to the orchid when they are needed. The nectar in a flower attracts the bees. The bees are brushed with pollen when they buzz around the blossom, and they spread it to the next flower that they visit. That way, the flowers are fertilized, and inside the flower, the seeds are produced. The petals fall off the flower, and what's left, the ovary, then starts to swell. That's the beginning of an apple to be. And inside it are tiny seeds. If they were ever planted one day, they will make new trees. It takes 10 to 20 weeks for the apples to reach full size and ripen. By August, the limbs of the tree are chock full of fruit. Eventually, it's harvest time to pick the apples before they fall to the ground and spoil. At some orchids, you can pick your own. Some apples will be squeezed in presses for apple juice to apple cider. This apple press is nearly 100 years old. Some apples will be peeled and sliced in sugar and spiced and baked into a pie. Some are fated to be cored and quartered and tossed into a pot and make applesauce. And some will just be taken in a hand, perhaps rubbed on a shirt front for polish, and with a wonderful crisp and crunchy sound, munch all around and swallow down. The end.